Hey, aspiring guitarist. Today I'm kind of making a plea to guitar manufacturers that sell online, which is getting to be almost all of them, whether they're selling directly from their website or through venues like Guitar Center, Sweetwater, Musicians Friends, etc., etc. This is becoming almost a norm, although I'm always going to plug that to me, old school me, you get a better guitar experience when you actually get to play the guitar. But y'all have heard me talk in the past before about being an educated online buyer, knowing the nut width size that you like. Let's grab a small guitar. Knowing the nut width, knowing that, okay, this is a classical, it's going to have a wider nut. I may or may not like that. Knowing the scale length from the nut to the saddle of the bridge. Knowing, and this is the one which is where I got the title for this video, Bouts or Doubt. Bouts or Doubt. This is the upper bout, this curvature up here where the neck meets the body. This curve in here, from here to here, is the waist. This curvature down here at the bottom of the guitar is the lower bout. And then you have the depth. Now, you may think that doesn't matter, but it matters greatly. Especially to some of us that can't put our arms around a big giant dreadnought anymore because it makes our shoulder hurt. We've got osteoarthritis, different things like that. I've got a Gibson's SJ200 that, because of the small waist, I can actually get my arm around it and play it better than I can play your average size dreadnought. I love smaller guitars, but I didn't used to. But when I was younger, I mostly played in gospel groups, folk groups, bands, and I was standing up and I had a strap. I'd adjust the strap the way I wanted it, and I'd never even gave a thought to the body style much. Well, a little bit. I'm not like Slash and play with the guitar down below my waist, which amazes me he can do that, but he's great at it. But online and manufacturers, if we're going to start moving more toward these online purchases, you're going to have to provide some information. And I got to tell you, as far as a manufacturer, I love Martin. You can go to Martin, and for most models, they're going to give you the bout sizes. They're going to tell you what the upper bout is, the waist, the lower bout. They're going to tell you the overall length of the guitar body from here to here. Then they're going to tell you the overall length up to the top of the headstock. And that helps you in determining whether or not you like guitars like that. But let me tell you something else that helps you with. Many guitars are sold without a case. Now, personally, I think Sweetwater does a better job than almost anybody at shipping guitars and padding and packaging them well. But I am starting to see Epiphone with just cardboard and styrofoam is starting to get that down to a science too. Guitars aren't always beat up in the truck that comes to your house. Many times they're beat up in warehouses with forklifts, etc., etc. That's not what this video is about. But if I'm going to buy a case, now Sweetwater has a certified case program on many, even guitars that come with a case. They'll show you other cases that are certified. And you may think, well, why do they do that? Well, I bought really nice guitars from Sweetwater that come with a gig bag. And it's not a bad gig bag, but I just don't trust the shipping. And I've actually ordered a Martin from Sweetwater that has a nice gig bag, And then I bought one of their certified hard shell cases, and they didn't make me go without the gig bag either. They put it in a bigger box, put the guitar inside the hard shell case, and then put the gig bag on the outside to pad it even more. And I realize some people go, well, that's overkill. That's a waste of money. But I don't know the bout sizes, and that's what you can go to Sweetwater, and usually the third image that you scroll through on the cases, they've got the case laying down flat, and they have the dimensions, the inside, the outside, the upper bout, the waist, the lower bout, the body length, the overall. They have everything. And I'm very disappointed at some of the manufacturers that almost, I mean, you can go to some of their websites, they barely give you the scale length, and if they're going to stay in this online world, I feel, and I absolutely know there's many times I'm not going to buy a guitar that I can't find to play locally because you won't provide me enough information. And I'll go a step further. There is one manufacturer, and I'm not going to mention them, and if you go in the comments, I'm not going to respond to them. They make really good guitars, but their website is lame. And I've called on 2 or 3 occasions to ask about bout sizes and things like that, and they act to me, this is an opinion, we all know what opinions are good for, but they act to me like I'm bothering them. Then why do you have a customer service number in the first place? I'm calling you with a pre-sales question to spend money so that you continue to have a place to work. What is your problem? So, manufacturers, Bouts or Doubt, either give me the information to buy a guitar, to know what the nut width is, string spacing. Martin will give you string spacing. I mean, and you know what? I can walk over to one of my guitars, measure the string spacing. I know the nut width. I know the scale, and go, ooh, I know the waist. I know where that's going to sit. Yeah, I'm willing to buy that sight unseen. You know why? Because they gave me information. So if we're going to play this game, if we're going to, I still think going and actually playing a guitar is the best way. Guitars speak to you. My SJ200, I went into a local shop here in Birmingham. They had a Gibson dealer there. They were having a custom shop sale. I picked up 2 SJ200s, and I was like, yeah, they're okay. I picked up the third one and played, and the first chord I rang out, I was like, oh, wow. That guitar spoke to me instantly. And I mean, I knew it was the one I was going to buy because that's what I was looking for. But the other 2 were just okay. Well, I don't want a guitar that's okay. And many times I feel fortunate that the online purchases I make have been good guitars because I educate myself to all that information, for instance, that Sweetwater provides. I do think Sweetwater, the Guitar Center does a good job, Musician's Friend, but I don't think anybody does as good a job as Sweetwater does at providing information. I would like to see bout sizes, but I don't think you're going to see that until the manufacturers start providing it. So, Bouts or Doubts. So anyway, just something to think about. I realize manufacturers will probably never see this video, but I hope it helps your guitar journey if you're buying online and if you're starting a collection. I have a collection. This is my hobby. I don't apologize for it. I'm not going to. In fact, y'all have heard me in other videos. I don't look at my collection the way some people do. And I will trade off guitars to get other guitars. And I just feel blessed that I had the opportunity to play that guitar, to learn more about it, to see more of which kinds I like and love and desire. So anyway, I hope your guitar journey is blessed, and I hope you're provided enough information that you can have happy picking. And thanks for watching.